Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news today, and it is all about Jadon Sancho. I mean, come on, I know I'm a bit behind the curve, but Jadon Sancho to Manchester United transfer news, transfer update, whatever you want to call it, it is looking likely. And this video will be purely about Jadon Sancho for the majority of the part, also about Alexis Sanchez, and also some comments I have had in my last video, and do go and check them out. As you can see at the bottom, the bar is there for the timers. But Jadon Sancho, look, the news has been breaking last night, pretty much last 48 hours, but it's been hotting up last night in regards to Jadon Sancho's potential move to Manchester United. I'm going to read you out this article from Sky Sports before we get into some of the tweets, etc, etc. So, Manchester United are close to agreeing personal terms in principle on a 5-year contract with Jadon Sancho as discussions continue at an advanced stage with Dortmund over the structure of the transfer fee. Dortmund have not moved from their £108 million valuation of the England international, but seem to be open to accepting less money up front. Ideally, the Bundesliga side will want an initial £90 million to find a replacement for the 20-year-old, though it is very unlikely they will spend that amount of money on a new signing, hence the softening of the stance on Sancho's initial fee. Dortmund used similar negotiation tactics when they sold Dembele to Barca in August 2017. Sancho registered 17 goals and 17 assists across 32 Bundesliga games last season, 20 goals, 20 assists across all competitions, obviously. So this is the latest coming out from Jadon Sancho, from Dortmund, really, the potential transfer. Look, what the article is saying is Manchester United have agreed in principle his contracts. Now, what the contract details are, we're not sure. We're going to go through some tweets, but it's just the fee that is remaining, and Dortmund want a £90 million up front with add-ons which can lead to 110, 120 million pound. I don't believe that will be the case. I think that will be much lower than that. There are rumored reports coming out that Manchester United will pay around £60 million up front, with the rest of the add-ons being when he wins the Champions League, when he wins the Ballon d'Or. And I'm saying when he wins the Champions League, not if, because I genuinely believe this guy here can become a world beater. At 20 years of age, the numbers he's putting out, the performances he's putting out, he has it all. He's got talent, he's got work rate, he's got the right attitude, and he is naturally like a Manchester United player, attacking minded winger, very pacey, can assist, can score goals. It's what seems like, Gareth Bale would have been if he ended up at United, a pure Manchester United type of player. Now, let's talk about some of the the comments that you guys commented on my last video. Thank you for everyone that's commented, but I'm gonna pick out MUFCFR. Thank you so much for the comment, buddy. He says, if we sign him, we should go for another midfielder as we look weaker whenever Bruno or Pogba are taken off. Van der Beek will fit the bill, also a defender with pace. And that's what generally, what all Manchester United fans are craving for. We do need another midfielder, someone who can come in and give options off the bench, quality options off the bench, depth as well, because you're going to be playing probably 40, 50, 60 games hopefully next season. When I say hopefully, I hope that we go in far in the Champions League, obviously. And you will need a squad, not just a starting 11 that can make the difference, but you'll need a squad. Because if Bruno and Pogba gets injured, then we're in a bit of a problem, right? McTominay is not a creative midfielder. Fred is not a creative midfielder. Someone who can come in and replace and have a bit of guile in them. Donny van der Beek does fit the bill, as well as Jack Grealish, in my opinion. But I think you can get Van der Beek for cheaper. And I think he is a better value for money, as they say. In terms of a defender, yes, I do agree that Harry Maguire is someone who can, can complement his weaknesses, you can say. Harry Maguire is not the fastest of defenders. Someone with pace, someone who's left-footed will go perfectly next to Harry Maguire. And to be frank, our defenders, Eric Bailly is injured half the time. He's got very good talent. I would love to see him succeed at Old Trafford, but we cannot go into our plans or the next season with just two guaranteed fit midfield defenders, which is Lindelof and Harry Maguire. because Phil Jones is nobody, and same case with Eric Bailly with his injuries. I wouldn't say him is a nobody. He's a good defender, but he hasn't got the consistency in terms of his injuries. Staying in the first team. That's my opinion, but thank you so much, MUFCFR, for your comments. Do get involved, guys, in the comments below, and I'll pick up the next comments. Now back to Jadon Sancho. So Fabrizio Romano, for those of you who do not know who is Fabrizio Romano, he is one of the most credible sources out there. When he says it's done, it is done. It is dada. So he has retweeted one of the journalists, Ed Aarons, about 17 minutes ago as of this video, saying that Manchester United close to deal with Dortmund after Sancho agrees terms. He also, in about 50 minutes ago roughly, he tweeted out, Manchester United BVB in talks all day again. The two clubs are confident to find an agreement soon, but about the final fee, add-ons and installments, including personal terms, agreed until June 2025. Work in progress. So there you go. This is coming. This is actually the latest surrounding Jadon Sancho. Latest credible sources surrounding Jadon Sancho. That United and Dortmund are in talks all day. Both clubs are confident, and the fee will include add-ons and installments. Jadon Sancho has agreed personal terms until June 2025. Also, with the terms thing, I don't think it is much, much of a stumbling block, you can say. I think the terms have been agreed quite some time back, and that's how it works. So that's the latest around Jadon Sancho. We'll talk about him a bit later on. But moving on to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez is officially going to Inter Milan, and this is the article I'll read out to you. Talks are progressing on a settlement, which is thought we will see Alexis Sanchez leave Manchester United on a free transfer to join Inter Milan on a permanent deal. Sanchez has been on loan at Inter since 2019. I'm not going to talk about the wages. The Chile international will receive a payout from United for cancelling his contract, which still has 2 years to run. The deals of the payout are unknown, but the value of the remaining 2 years in wages is around £55 million. So this is the latest on Alexis Sanchez as well. It does look like he's gonna, leave Manchester United, with United paying some sort of settlement fee. But in overall terms, over 2 years, Manchester United would save £55 million on his wages alone, which is huge. He is the biggest deadwood we have in our squad, probably the biggest deadwood apart from Gareth Bale, biggest deadwood in the whole of world football. To be earning that much and not doing anything at all. He has been, and I'm happy for Inter Milan for taking off our Drosly, looking at Lukaku, Ashley Young, and potentially now Alexis Sanchez. In regards to Fabrizio Romano's tweet around Alexis Sanchez, he said that Inter and Manchester United are now close to finding an agreement for Alexis Sanchez. Inter will buy him on a permanent deal. Last details to be completed soon. Personal terms have already been agreed. 19 hours ago, total agreement reached between Inter and Manchester United on a permanent deal. Here we go. That's his classic line. Inter will not pay any fee to Manchester United. He'll join for free, and Inter will take charge of his full wages. Sanchez will earn £7 million per season as an Inter player. So that's the latest on Alexis Sanchez. It does look like he's gone. He's out of the building. He's out of the door. He does hold the number 7 shirt. I'm glad we got rid of him. And you know what? He's not part of Ole's plan to get someone who can potentially replace him in the future, which is clearly Jadon Sancho. It's going to be magnificent. Now, if I go to Jadon Sancho stats, not PNG, obviously, I'll use that for my thumbnails later on. You can see Jadon Sancho stat in 44 games. He's I don't know what happened here. I don't understand language. 44 games, 20 goals, 20 assists in all competitions. A real machine. He can play across left and right, but his main area is the right-sided midfield position, which I feel we desperately need. Yes, we have Daniel James. He's not a starting caliber quality. He can come off the bench and give options, obviously, and I'll give rest. He can play in lesser games, you can say. And also give someone like Mason Greenwood, who's a huge talent, give someone that time to develop. He's only 18. We don't want to be playing him week in, week out, 3 games every 2 games every week, or potentially 3 games every week, and we can burn him out. He's also one injury away from a disaster for us in the front 3 position. But Jadon Sancho coming in will provide that depth, provide that quality, provide that stardom as well. I mean, we are going places, and I'm happy. This signing I'm extremely happy with. Yes, it's not the perfect summer if it's just Jadon Sancho coming in, because I do feel we need a bit more quality and depth. But Jadon Sancho is a positive start. I did tweet that. Let me go to my Twitter. I did tweet. So I did tweet that Sancho will be unveiled this coming Friday, which is August 7th. So pin this, guys. I will go back to my tweet, and we'll see if my prediction is right. But that's the latest on Jadon Sancho's transfer updates. Also, latest on Alexis Sanchez transfer updates. I will be bringing you guys. I'll try to bring in you guys about a daily transfer videos this week. We'll keep an eye on Jadon Sancho and how it develops. Follow me on Twitter. I will also tweet my Twitter feeds, etc., as well as some community features in YouTube in my Draco Evolve channel. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, do get involved. I will pick up some comments and I always reply. You guys know that. And hopefully Jadon Sancho number 7. Here we go. I'll catch you in the next upload. Stay farafari.